everyone, and welcome back. So today we're going to talk about another blog. I think I might have mentioned it in the past before. It's called The Lolita Princess. I originally found it a few months ago when I was trying to track down old extinct Princess Portal and Lolita Charm. The Lolita Princess does have a couple of blog posts copied over from the Princess Portal, so that's always an option when trying to hunt down some old the Princess Portal blogs if you don't want to have to go through navigating the Wayback Machine. However, I thought today would be a fun idea to go through one of their own original blog posts, 25 Spring Lifestyle Ideas. It was originally posted on March 1st of 2012. I know that it's already the beginning of May, but technically spring doesn't end until June 20th, I think. Of course, living where I live, spring has been long gone and dead since the second week of April. I'm not going to read the full blog post, but per usual, I will leave the link below in the description, and I'm just going to go over the main points. Maybe I'll actually find some new things to add to my daily lifestyle routine. So number one is go thrifting. So I actually love antiquing. I found so many beautiful vintage jewelry and teacups, and every so often I can find some really cool old accessories to add to my regular Lolita wardrobe. Number two, find a hand fan for when the weather starts to become warm. I actually have a moitié fan that I got a couple years ago. I keep it in my purse at all times. Not only is it super aesthetic, but it really helps, especially because it gets so damn hot. And it's really useful, not even just for spring, but for helping me stay cool in the summer. Number three, learn to embroider. I actually don't know how to embroider, and I always thought it was a really cool skill to have. It just makes me think of Momoko, and I always thought it would be really cool to hand embroider your own cute little details. I do have a few months off in the fall, so maybe it's something that I'll be able to pick up and practice in the future. Number four, adopt a new pet. Okay, so this is one thing on the list that I probably will not agree with. Adopting a pet and caring for another life, it's not something trivial that you just decide to do on a whim. If you have the time and money, and I emphasize the time, I do highly encourage everyone to go to your local shelter. Unfortunately, there are too many irresponsible pet owners who decide to get a puppy and abandon it after they realize that they're hard work. Same thing when kittens go through their psychotic I want to destroy everybody phase. Even smaller animals such as rats, mice, rabbits, ducks, chickens. I've seen all sorts of animals at my local shelter. We do need more people willing to step up and help out our furry friends. And even if you can't expend the time and the money into responsibly adopting a new friend, I've really encouraged everybody to find their local shelter and even donate your own time. Maybe that's not so easy with the corona right now. You can always give monetary donations as well, because they're always looking to be able to keep up with the demand of giving these animals the nutrition and have their medical needs met. 5, find some new recipes and start baking. I've actually tried a few old recipes from my Gothic Lolita Bibles, and it's been a lot of fun. I've also been buying new vegetables to use just to try something different. I'm definitely more of a cook than I am a baker. I was not blessed with that gift. But it's still fun to try, even if everything I make comes out hideous looking. At least most of the time, they still taste good. And I mean, even if they're kind of hideous, as long as they taste good, that's all that matters, right? 6, find some etiquette books, either antique or modern, and read through. I actually do enjoy a lot of old literature on stuff like the language of the flowers or of the fan. Dining etiquette is also really interesting, and I'd love to host a formal Victorian dinner party one day. Though let me just warn you that many of these books, which would once dictate the lives of women, are just kind of laughable with some of the things that they have in there. So don't take everything so literally. 7, go for a walk and pick wildflowers. Decorate your home or your hair. Yes, this. Walks in nature or even just outside in your dirty neighborhood are great for your body, your mind, your soul, everything. do it. Plus, even though most wildflowers are technically weeds, they're really pretty sometimes. I actually don't know if maybe I'm just like weird or whatever, but I actually have my own favorite weeds. Does anybody else have a favorite weed? Or is it just me? Maybe it's just a gardening lady thing. I don't know. Number 8, pressed wildflowers or flowers grown in your garden. Then put them into a photo album to admire during long winter days. I love pressing flowers from my garden. This past winter, I actually pressed a whole bunch of them so I could send them out on some Christmas cards. I was also able to commission nailed glass to get some jewelry made with pressed wild violets that I have growing in my garden. And I also have a matching ring, and I got my daughter a matching necklace as well. Unfortunately, my wild violets are not doing so well this summer, so I probably won't be able to have any to press for this winter's batch of handmade cards. But my snapdragons are finally starting to bloom, and I do have a beautiful bougainvillea, so I'll probably have those at least pressed for the winter. And then I moved to a new house in a few months, so hopefully I'll have a lot more room to do a whole bunch more. Number 8, sample new teas. I am a teaaholic, and I am obsessed with tea. Green tea, black tea, oolong tea, herbal tea, caffeinated teas, non-caffeinated teas, you name it. I actually love getting the sample boxes from different tea companies that send you a whole bunch of different types of teas, so I can try one of everything, and then whatever I love the most, I will buy in like a giant bulk bag. My mom actually buys me the box from Tea Forte every year for Christmas, and then I've also recently tried the new tea box subscription sips, which I really enjoyed. And if anybody else has any other awesome tea subscription services or anything that you know, please let me know, because I'm dying to try more. Number 10, begin or continue collecting teacups. So this kind of goes in with number 1, but I am obsessed with collecting teacups. A couple of years ago, I started to collect teacups. 2 of the oldest teacups that I have are actually 2 of the first teacups that I've ever gotten. Unfortunately, they're packed up right now, so I cannot show you, but one day I'll have to make a video dedicated to my entire teacup collection. But I have some as old as 150 years old, and I also have a bunch of Brando ones from Angelic Pretty, Baby the Star Shine Bright, Innocent World, and even Mary Magdalene. So yeah, that's definitely something I already do in my daily life, and I get in trouble with my fiance for it all the time because he complains that we don't have enough room for more tea sets, which we don't, so I can't really be upset with him. I'm just glad that he accepts it, that it's never gonna get better and it's never gonna change. Number 11, flea markets are opening now, so take full advantage. Okay, I don't really know about that because this was written quite a few years ago and we're in the middle of a pandemic still. I don't think they are. 12, find a carnival or a fair to go to. Okay, same with this one too. Not too sure if it's a thing that's happening. I haven't seen anything popping up for this year. I've only seen a few dates for next year, which I'm hoping everything will be chilled out by then because I'm dying to go to another fair. The 2 best things about a fair, in my opinion, are 1, seeing all the animals, and 2, eating my weight's worth in pickles. Fried pickles specifically. I don't know why. If there's any type of junk food that I'm guilty of being obsessed with, it's fried pickles. And I miss them so much. I need pickles. You don't understand. 13, buy or make a cute romper. So I think the author meant like one of those poofy overall shorts. I think Bodyline made something like this. They did suggest it for running energy out on a playground, which I have my own collection of yoga pants for outdoor activities. I love hiking and running. You just have to accept that there's some things you can't do in Lolita, not only for the safety of the longevity of your clothes, but for your own health. It actually does remind me of an infamous post on EGL, one who is known for some strange stuff. Number 14, have a picnic with a friend or a loved one. One thing I've actually wanted to do since quarantine began, well, I mean, I guess I'm an essential worker, so I've never had a quarantine, but I've been wanting to do a picnic. But I think the idea of an outdoor picnic sounds wonderful. Number 15, find some new, cute, springy music to listen to. And I am always down for new music recommendations, so if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments. Number 16, have a welcome back spring party. My new favorite activity at home has become having impromptu tea parties. Pretty much just my daughter and I. I can really get behind this idea, especially featuring some of our homegrown herbs and flowers in our garden. 17, buy a light, fresh smelling candle for your home at night. Okay, I'm a slut for candles, and that's a thumbs up for me. 18, spring cleaning. I recommend doing this at least twice a year anyways. I had been doing it now as we've been packing for the move. I cannot believe how much crap I have, even though I feel like I just did this a few months ago in the winter. 19, make fresh fruit pops. I love fruit pops. When you get like the big fat chunks of strawberry or whatever in your pop. Homemade ones are awesome too if you've never tried it before, because you can make it literally any way you like. You can do it off the top of your head at home, or there's a bunch of great recipes to look up online. Highly recommend it, especially now that it's starting to get like sweltering hot out. Number 20, buy a new light colored lip gloss. Light and hydrating, plus lots of them either smell or taste good, so that's always a bonus. Plus, who likes chapped lips? Literally nobody. Number 21, splurge on a new parasol. Yes, not only are they aesthetic AF, but they are great for shade in the warmer months and the occasional spring sprinkle, or the random creeper walking down the road trying to take a picture of you with their phone. I actually have 4 of them right now. I have an ivory, a black, a pink, and the latest one that I've got is a navy blue one from Mon Moitié. It's so pretty. And so I basically have one to fit any color coordinate I want. Not only are they great for your health, but if you ever find yourself in need of a barricade between you and a creep, highly recommend. 22, begin any exercise program you want to begin now. So this author actually mentions being a bikini ready, but even when I was younger and underweight, I never was happy with myself, the way that I looked in a swimsuit. So I think that it's more about feeling good about yourself physically and mentally. It's not really about if you look good, do you actually physically feel good mentally as well. So even if it's just a light run every once in a while or a few minutes of yoga in the morning, definitely how you're feeling is way more important than how you look, but that's just me. 23, clean out your wardrobe for spring. So I feel like this one could have been combined with number 18. I think that maybe the first one meant specifically cleaning and organizing your wardrobe. But honestly, for me, I feel it really could have just been combined in one point, because who doesn't reorganize also at the same time that they're like clearing out space. Number 24, start stocking up on sheer or semi-sheer stockings and tights, heels and sandals and skirts. Yep, every spring I do this. I do inventory on things such as blouses and socks that need to be either thrown away and replaced or repaired. And lastly, number 25, fall in love with yourself. This is the best one in my opinion. The only one you spend the rest of your life with is yourself. So you better take care of yourself, because in the end, that's all you have. You are wonderful and you are worth it. And that's all I have for today. If you have any other ideas to add to this list, if there's any that you would remove, and enjoy the rest of spring. Or if you're like me and you never got a spring, then it's okay. I feel you. You're not going through this alone.